Hey y'all. Can you hear me okay? Nikki Tuples. Hey Jojo. Oh, Chubbs, get down, please. Dr. Phil. I'll be Frank. That one girl, Allie. Unique Trauma Obsessed. Erin. Anita. Lady. High Priestess. All crying with Andy. I'm folding laundry and listening, waiting to listen, so I will be back. Okay. I hate folding laundry, but welcome. Hey Marty, if you're still here. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Rosie. Hey, Jenny. Now, does Anita Sweet, do you have any like a PayPal or a Cash App that we can drop here for you tonight? I was reading your comments a minute ago and it breaks my heart. So I don't battling cancer and about to be homeless because I can't work, but it will get better. Yeah, mods, if you could. Anita, it should let you drop it in the chat. It might not. But if anyone sees, if she shares that information, if you're comfortable with sharing that information here, I'd be okay if people wanted to drop your links a few times through tonight and see if you can get a little bit of help. Because that's what the community is supposed to be about, not just worried about ourselves. And when I see someone is battling cancer and about to be homeless, yeah, I'm going to worry about them before me. So, hey, Mamita. Hey, Bridget. Jenny. Not sure if Danny's a troll or what, but hello. I'm not going to have my camera on tonight. I'm sorry, but my kids are in the background. They don't necessarily want to be a part of a Dawn Wells episode. Hi. Thank you. Oh, she has a channel? Thank you, Thor. I didn't know that. Prayers for Anita. Yeah. Definitely. And Anita, I don't know. I'm on Facebook, or you can hit me up in the email, or if you know anyone in here in the chat that you speak to privately that you feel comfortable sharing links with so that we can share that for you tonight. Let's do that, okay? I'll be Frank. Now, I am just going to start really quick and let everyone know there's some weird shit going on with Facebook group texts and Voices Behind the Wall, True Crime Outcast. I am not a part of those. I did not start those. It sounds like Facebook went to my admins and asked them, or suggested that they start a group to help the platform out to start, yeah. So anyways, it's a mess. I am not a part of the group chat. If you've been put in that, I would go on to the 3 dots there in the corner and just remove yourself. Or if you like the chat that's going on, feel free to stay. But I'm not a part of it. And I will not be a part of any group chat with anyone that doesn't know about it privately, one-on-one, before being put in a group chat. Because I don't like that shit. I hate it, actually. Unless, it's like really like a necessity. I'm in a group chat with my kids. You know what I mean? That's about it. You don't have Facebook? Okay. They never end well. And the last one I was brought into, what the weird thing is, I wasn't even invited, and it was my name in my group chat. It started off on my platform. Hey, Trolling Bish. I like that name. Jojo. But anyway, I am not a part of those chats, nor will I be unless you hear from me privately. Hey, Nikki Tuples, I'm going to add you to a private chat with so-and-so. Are you okay with that? And then maybe there's a few group chats I've been a part of. But yeah, the last one that I got put in, I never asked for. And I went along with it because I was like, you know what? This is a kind of a good way to be connected to everyone in one spot. So I liked it at first, but somehow it got overridden with all my YouTube haters. So I'm in this group chat while everyone's just dogging me privately now. So I'm like, no, thank you. So yeah, I'm not a part of those group chats. Again, you will be warned by me personally on a one-on-one private text or phone call and asked if you would like to be a part of a group chat if I ever am in another one. Okay, so just there's that. And if you hear about this, you can go ahead and tell people. Cher has no parts of it. It's my name, but I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I think everybody understands that was in that chat because it was all like.
Were you put in it too?
I think it was started by a group admin, so automatically anybody who's a member of that group is in it.
I was not.
But you have to click to join.
I never even got the alert like last time. I should be able, like, I should have gotten a message that said group chat, whatever, and then I click on it because I've been put in a lot and I just don't go into them. But this time, and it happened twice within 24 hours, 2 different chats started. And I did see the person who had the first one started anyways, she did show me screenshots. She did try to have it deleted, but it wasn't allowing her to delete it. Now, I was going to delete that whole Facebook group altogether, but they make you go individual, each person in the group, and remove them from the group. So you got to go click on remove person. Are you sure you want to remove? Yes. And there's like, I don't even remember. I want to say there's like 2,000 people or something like that. That takes some time. And I haven't found, if anyone knows, the button where you can like just select all. But no, they make you go individually and remove each member of that Facebook group. So I just feel like abandoning it altogether. And as you guys, a lot of you know that are probably in that group, you haven't seen me post in there in several months, right? So, hey, Timmy Ayo. Hey, Trixie. No, it was automatic. Oh, okay. Hey, Stonefly Blue. But that's that. Anyway, you got the point. But yeah, don't be too harsh if you saw who started that chat. I don't think it was with ill intentions that happened. Hi, Squids. Good to see you. Hey, Jane Doe. Right, Thor. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining tonight. All right, we're gonna chit chat about Don Wells because he's an idiot. I'm not even. No, round 2 doesn't get sugar coated. Quite honestly.
No sugar tonight.
No sugar for Mr. Donald Wells. And you guys gotta give me credit. The old McDonald E-I-E-I-O shit is hilarious. Because you know exactly what that's about.
It took me a second.
Yeah.
It was the old McDonald.
Yeah. And then the person that's got his back now is that crazy farm critters girl. The real psycho one.
I don't even know who that is.
Well, I should have muted before I said that, but yeah, she's fucking crazy. There's a few people that are like, you're either on the wrong meds or you're not on meds, and you should be. Somebody called doctor immediately. Like that Wicked News lady who puts all of us creators somehow like superimposes us and legit puts us at being parts of crimes and having to do with these kids being missing that we covered, and that's real fucked up. She better watch herself. But she probably feels protected because she's like, I think she's in like, I don't even know where, but other side of the world or the pond or whatever they say. They must have known better than to send to you. I didn't see any chats. I'm glad. Oh shit. I didn't even text. I've got to talk to Cotton Candy privately. I didn't do that today. I think she had a live this afternoon, but yeah, I gotta talk to her. She's gonna probably text me like, what the fuck is this? Trinkets Treasure 56. Been out of state. My baby brother passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks, I'll be frank. Yeah, you did share that. Okay, I have a question because I was trying to find it today and I listened to like over 2 hours of Don Wells mumbling again. And that takes a lot of energy. And does anybody remember? Because I know a lot of you. Hey, Lil Wang. A lot of you actually have been here since that. But there was an interview I did with Dawn. I can't remember who was all on the panel, but one of the interviews, I got through the first and the second one today, and I heard a lot of weird shit that I was like, I'm pretty sure I found it weird then, but I definitely find it weird now. But there was a time where he said I think it was the same interview where he mentioned her being a kidnapper. She put her in her car and drove away real quick. If anyone remembers that, he mentioned it being a her. Everyone got gung-ho right on. Oh, it's Robin, right? I did. Many other people did too, whether they're going to admit it or not, but they did. Just go back 11 months. But he also made a statement saying his words were, we was 20 feet away when she got gone. We, him and Candace, right? And everyone was kind of questioning, well, was he at work or not? Because he just said we were 20 feet away, putting himself at home. Do you guys remember that? If anyone finds which interview that was and a timestamp, because some of y'all are good, I need that. Because I'm going to point something out today. I'm going to play just like 1 minute of Benny's live earlier, where I feel like he placed himself really quick at the house again. I'm pretty sure, well, I don't want to say what I hear because I don't want to fuck with anyone's mind when you put it out there. Other people are going to hear what you just said, so I don't want to do that. But I want to play it. You do remember that? You remember that, Trixie? Okay, you remember that, Unique? I figured a lot of you would. Hi, Jess. I figured a lot of you guys would. You don't have to go looking for it, but I'm looking for that clip. So that's what I've been doing. Let me pull up really quick. I do not want to, again, tell you what I hear. I'm just going to play it first and ask what you guys hear, and then I'll tell you what I hear. I think that's a fair way of doing it. You remember that? Okay. I texted Benny real quick. I was like, he just put himself there again. I'm pretty sure. I think he did it a couple times, actually. Okay, so I want... I'll go to mine. And I'm going to my history. I'm going to share screen in a minute. Okay. Ew. Did you fart?
Like 5 minutes.
Oh my God, it just hit me and I'm going to throw up. Sorry. That was gross. Why you got your jacket on? Yeah, you are. Okay. Let me find it. I watched way too much shit in a day. None of it makes sense either. Wait. What the freak? Nope, we're not in that one. No. Okay, here it is. Oh, wait. I think this is it. Okay. Hold on. I gotta look at what I texted Benny. Uncle Matt! Hoes that work with the 7 alibis? Interesting. Did he say the hoes? Hoes that work with the 7 alibis. I think you mean how's that work with the 7 alibis? Because, yeah, I was saying, no, that sounds interesting. You tell me.
Like a lot of work for a hoe.
A lot of work for a hoe. Yo, main girl. It's been a minute. I love when people spell my name like they're sharing candy with someone, like SHARE. Patty Pontail, share my dog just tooted. You made me laugh when you asked Mark. My dog stinks. Taking her out. Be right back. Yeah, I figured you meant. You remember that lady? Okay. See, I'm not crazy. You love the old McDonald Bic? I mean, I had to. Okay. So on Benny's. Okay, 55:39. All right, timestamp, y'all. We're just going to play the one part. Not wearing your glasses. Okay. We can blame the phone typo for that too. Like when I cuss in text messages, it's funny because I remember it first happened actually like a year ago. I was texting Benny. We were talking about Dawn, and I kept trying to, type fucking. Like, this dude's fucking insane. But every time I said fucking, it changed it to Fulkerson. And so, yeah, so that's like, that was, yeah. That's how we cussed for a little while. Like, oh, Fulkerson. Did you see Donald again? Fulkerson. My phone's retarded. Or ducking. No one ever means to say ducking.
Yeah.
That's
what it always does for me is duck.
Like, I'm going to text Bunny. Bunny. I'm texting Bunny. Well, now it says just the right word, so I'm not going to send that because that's just an awkward random text to get. I feel like. So never mind that. Hey, Wandering Hearts. And Miller, hey, Cursed. Okay, so 55:39. Boom. I'm pretty much like there, right? No, I gotta go back. Okay. I highly recommend that people watch this if they haven't. And Blood Money, Benny Keys, he's got the 2 channels, but it's on this one. Arkansas is Arizona, same difference. Go check it out. Because Don called him claiming he didn't know he was live, but we all know that that is some bullshit. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to big screen it.
No, not at all.
Hell no, I can't even be in the same house with that.
I agree.
Don't you just love closed caption with some people like Don or Jody Sue? It adds a little bit of comedy to it.
Right. And so I think that kind of started everything. But, a walk down the road, some.
Yo, okay. Well, looks like closed caption picked up what I heard, but I'm going to play it again.
I don't know. I'm guessing about 50, 60,000. I don't know.
Okay.
Now, it's very, very quick. He says something very fucking quickly and gets right on to ranting about his dad buying houses for his stepsisters, whatever. He glosses over it. He knows he fucked up. In my opinion. That's my opinion. Not necessarily Benny's, but I noticed it. And I did point it out to him as well. I'm sure many of you did.
But Trish talked back and loaned her $20,000 to get a house. And she took the $20,000. Dad handed it over. Not a person he is. He handed her $20,000.
Okay.
They flew, her boyfriend flew to Mexico and got
They everyone did a little far, like 1 minute earlier, but just listen.
reduction surgery or stomach reduction surgery with that $20,000.
Instead of getting a house?
Right.
Ah, okay.
So when me and Josie went down to Utah, because I wanted to move out there. I wanted I want my kids to see Utah because it's beautiful.
Hey, Penny. It helps with hearing Joyce. Yeah. Frankie Hopkins. Everybody else who came in. Yo Mangro. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and I went down there and I got a real good job and everything. Well, one day my dad jumped all over my stepmom really bad. But he told all of my step family that I stole all his guns and I stole all his money.
And that's not true, right?
Okay, it's coming up. 10 seconds.
No, sir. I'm not, man. You think being a felon, I'm gonna, you know, or whatever. I ain't touching no guns, bro.
No, not at all.
Hell no, I can't even be in the same house with the guy.
I agree.
Right. And so I think that kind of started everything. But, you know, I walked down the road, you know, Summer disappeared.
So kind of goes again, you know, I didn't think about that when I turned closed caption on because it says what I hear and I wanted you guys to just hear what you heard with no manipulation of anything else.
Felon, I'm gonna, you know, or whatever. I ain't touching no guns, bro.
No, not at all.
Hell no, I can't even be in the same house with the guy.
I agree.
Right. And so I think that kind of started everything. But, you know, I walked down the road. You know, Summer disappeared.
He walked down the road and Summer disappeared. I thought he was at work. I thought it was Candace that took a walk down the road past Jody Sue. He says, I walked down the road and Summer disappeared.
Or whatever. I ain't touching no guns, bro.
No, not at all.
Hell no, I can't even be in the same house with the guy.
I agree.
Right. And so I think that kind of started everything. But, you know, I walked down the road.
Did you walk down the road, Donald? Did you walk down the road or did Candace walk down the road?
You know, Summer disappeared.
He walked down the road. That's him talking. He said, I walked down the road and Summer disappeared. But I thought he was at work.
That kind of started everything. But, you know, I walked down the road. You know, Summer disappeared.
One more time.
He told all of my step family that I stole all his guns and I stole all his money.
And that's not true, right?
No, sir. I'm not, man. You think being a felon, I'm gonna, you know, or whatever. I ain't touching no guns, bro.
No, not at all.
Hell no, I can't even be in the same house with the guy.
I agree.
Hey, Killer. Hey, Lycan. Thanks for joining. Still got you ranched. Hope that's okay. Hey, Fancy Face. Sounded like he said a month down the road, Summer disappeared. It could be. That could be. That's not what I heard, and I didn't throw closed caption on earlier, but that we'll play it fair. That very well could be that I'm not hearing it right, which is why I didn't think it through when I turned closed caption on, and I wanted y'all to just hear what you heard, right? But hi, Connie. He touched a gun on October 14th. Yeah, yeah. However, I guess there was something about that gun. It's not like he had like a what was it? It was like a black. It was a powder gun, right?
Yeah, I think it was a muzzle loader.
A muzzle loader.
Like a single shotgun.
Yeah, and while that was still against the rules, I believe. He did his time for that. Like he already been charged for that, right? We saw that. We got the court papers and everything. So just Google it. He paid for that. So that's, I mean, yeah, you know, he did touch a gun. He's not supposed to have a gun of any kind. So yeah. Hey, Bailey. Sounds like he says the lot down the road. Interesting. Hi, Lotus Flower. This was actually from this morning. Benny was live and picking up breakfast for his family, and Don claims he didn't know Benny was live, but called at just, the right time, as he always used to do. Claim like they didn't know you were live, but impeccable timing of calling, right? And yeah, this is what he said today on Benny Keys's live. Mods, if you would drop the video link or even Benny's channel, if you aren't subbed, I know he's not for everyone, but he's my brother, so we be kind about him here, or you just get gone. I want to hear more from him on this. So this fool says he went on a walk and she disappeared. However you guys hear it, is Candace and Dawn back together? That's interesting, Kelly, because oh no, Lycan. Oh wow, I'm sorry. Was not expecting to read that comment. I'm sorry. Wow. You asshole. I was going to ask you too, but I didn't want to be a bitch. Like, are you seriously? Because, I've been kind of dogged for not believing in people's deaths before. And that's why. Because people like Lycan. No, just kidding. Lycan. Damn you. Okay. No, he has not tried to contact me, and nor have I tried to reach out to him since his release. I just don't care. Because let's be honest, I'm not seeing anything new. It's not new. Everyone's trying to act like it's all new news. It's not. It's the same shit, different pile. It's freaking a year and a half later, and we still got the same handler, Tim Mullen, in the picture. Oh, and also, in one of the interviews I did, let me pull that up because I believe I took that timestamp as well. No, don't call him a bastard. I'm getting to learn Lycan's very sarcastic humor, which I have a side of that I don't really show a lot because people take it wrong, right? As we all did with Lycan. But Cotton Candy Boobs was giving him another fair shot, and it made me go, you know what? Perhaps I wasn't very fair at first either. Because I've actually value Cotton Candy Boobs' opinion a lot on people, so she's had my back. She was in my first 500 subscribers, Cotton Candy Boobs. So, Cotton Candy Investigates. I'm sorry, I will forever have her as Cotton Candy Boobs in my head because, that's just what she's been. But I know she be more what's the word I'm looking for? She is cool. The word that I can't think of right now. More legit, you know what I mean? Like if you're digging in cases, you don't want to be like, hey, hit me up. I'm Cotton Candy Boobs, you know? Hey, Trulia, good to see you, boo. Hope you're doing well. Come on, girl, Allie. Hi, everyone coming in. Same thing repeated. Is that how? Okay, I don't really. Let me see if I can. How do I? Hold up. I do want to try. I've only done this one other time, so forgive me, but I do want to try and do like a poll. How do I do that? I really gotta learn to be more tech savvy. Oh, I lost another subscriber today. OMG. Bye. Okay. How do I do a poll? Huh. I have no idea. All right. Oh, I'll learn that again on a different time. But let me take this down because we got to find another video. really, Charlie, it's too cold. You cannot go outside. I'm sorry. I know real life gets in the way, and I know you be working hard too. So don't feel bad. I haven't done a lot this month, to be honest, because I had to just a lot. I did not like to learn. Yeah, actually I'll just say it. Hi Karen. Love you. I'm just gonna say it. If you're a good creator that has empathy for other humans, you're going to try to always learn and grow and do things better so you don't harm a situation. I don't want to ever be the cause of someone going to jail or prison if they don't deserve it. But I did learn that I'm going to be very careful. There was a case that I dug into that my content was played and someone got arrested, and that made me feel like shit. And while that person doesn't blame me, it makes me rethink everything, you know? But anyways, I had to take a step back. That and the forever ongoing cycle of everyone gang up on cher. Let's beat her up in every way. But what is everyone doing now? All the same people that started all the hate mob on me and all of this are doing exactly what me and Benny have been doing from day one. Now they're all up Don's ass, right? Acting like they're doing something different. No, they're just taking cher and Benny's cues is what they're doing and now applying it. And if you don't think they're fucking recording every damn thing and turning it in, Don Wells is dumber than I thought. You know? So be it. Let him be dumb, because that's what we need, right? We need him to be a dumbass. Ah, thanks. Cats everywhere. Okay, we're gonna pull up this other video. But did you ever say if they were or not? Oh, if they're back together, I'm gonna gang up on cher next. Hey, it's the in thing to do. Right, Karen? Not your fault. You warned. She needed her voice. Yeah. We're just gonna leave it at that. I don't like to see someone being silenced where, in my opinion, that person was one of the most honest people, not just in that case, but in any of the cases that I have touched in the past 3 years. So if that don't tell you something, you know what I mean? And quite honestly, it's also made me still feel the same on my feelings on the Wells situation, because it's just so much different experience that I've had that, yeah, I'm done apologizing for what my past was with the Wells, that everyone's like, oh, cher did this to the Wells, da, 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 da. Every fucking buddy's doing that to Don right now. And Candace, get the fuck out of here. If everyone thinks that Dolly Vision is all of a sudden Team Don Wells, yeah. I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you. You hacked my StreamYard. It's Lycan. He's the one starting the group chats, y'all. It's all his fault. Lycan hacked you? Wait, like for real? I never know what to take seriously anymore. You hack the peoples? Oh, I've been told I hack the peoples too. If you hacked me, that's brilliant, because I think I have the most brilliant logins ever. He says, bitch, I might be. Just kidding. And I love y'all too, Penny. All right, let's pull up that other video, right? Charlie is just really wanting to go outside, but we're having a cold snap, so we can't let him outside. Dolly's only Team Dolly. Same dude that, you know, literally asked who he's straight up said he wanted to bang Leilani, right? And held up a sign wanting to marry her. I don't care if that's a joke or not. When I've never like, listen, that's whole nother level than the crazy people that write these people, like all the women that want to get with Chris Watts and all that. Like that's crazy. Yeah, chat is on slow mode. You're not banned. I just put it on like, I think it's 20 seconds. That gives the adults 20 seconds to think about, do I really want to send this text through? Yeah, that's why I did that. Because I don't necessarily need slow chat because nobody watches my shit no more. But that's okay. Quality, not the quantity around here. Barbie doll is something else. Oh. Ah. Damn it. Well, this time I'm going to capitalize the C and the K. And then I'm going to put 456. Just kidding. Well, now I just told you. You get tons of deranged women who want to get with me. Okay, that's not shocking because these bitches be thirsty around these streets. And I've seen some of the messages that my husband gets, and they are fucking weird. They straight up tell him to pack my bags and kick me out. What the fuck? Or they tell me they've never met me or had a conversation with me before, nor have they with him, but they tell him that he can do better than me. How the fuck? Which I agree, by the way, but how the fuck could you possibly even think that without ever having a private conversation with either one of us? Fucking psychos. And I'm the one that's the problem. I'm the crazy one that should be canceled. Cancel me. They've been trying that shit since I was born. Still find a way to have my voice heard. What the freak? Yeah, such a weirdo. You're such a freak. Sugar Moon Garden. They're jealous. I don't know. There's nothing really to be jealous of. But, I mean...
I'm supposed to show you something, but not supposed to say who it's from.
What? Oh, ho, ho, ho. What an idiot. Wow. Well, it's official. Don is dumber than we thought. Fucking idiot. Dodie. Babe, how do you say that name? Dodie or Duty?
Dodie.
Yeah, because no one would name themselves Duty. Okay, what was I doing? Pulling up another Benny clip. Okay. Wait, no, wait. It was one of mine. Never mind. Well, I'm even safer. I won't copy. I won't strike myself. Maybe. I don't know. I might change my mind later. I might strike myself. Okay, so I think it was Don Wells interview part 2, right? Yeah, part 2, 11 minutes, 4 seconds, and that should be right in my quick history. Or did I listen to it before I watched Benny? I got it. Y'all would love to see my browsing history on the YouTubes, I swear. Okay, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, he's an idiot. All right, well, I'll just go to me, my channel, and we will go to videos, and we will go back 11 months because this is what we're doing now. Wait, yeah. It was before Courtney Struble. Okay, here we go. Part 2. All right, yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yes, I waste so much time on troubleshooting attendees. Okay. Y'all, I got my old janky ass grill in this. You can just see. Mark and I were talking about it today. Like, that was like actually like the worst part of our relationship was when we were dealing with Dawn and Candace, because this shit got crazy. And we definitely didn't agree on a lot back then.
We gotta. That's the one we gotta be leery of. Is the second death.
Here it is. Okay, here. Okay, we're gonna rewind just a little. Here we go. Oh, I am sharing. Okay. Make that bigger. All right.
Do that for quite a while. But I'm not perfect, of course. But I've seen my baby. If I don't, I mean, you know, if something has happened to her, I'll see her in the resurrection. You know, Jesus pointed out, you know, this life is nothing. This death is nothing. It's the second death we gotta. That's the one we gotta be leery of. Is the second death.
Is he saying that Summer already died of first death? That's what, like, that's why I'm, yeah. This here, I didn't, like, I heard him talking about the resurrection before. We all have, but I don't. This didn't hit me the first time around like it did today watching it back, because I was trying to find the part where he again says we was 20 feet away when Summer got gone. I know people remember hearing that, and I'm sure someone will find it, because I'm going to keep digging for it too, but he just keeps putting himself there, right? Which is weird and a slip, in my opinion. And I sure hope I'm wrong. I don't want parents to ever be involved in harming their children that they brought into this world. That is something I don't want to think of someone. It's not fun for me to have these thoughts and opinions on Dawn and Candace Wells. I don't like that at all. In fact, that's why Mark gave him such leniency and actually gave him a real fair shot. Probably the fairest that he's actually had on the platform at all. Yeah, I just, it's my opinion, but something ain't right.
Try to stay in scripture, and you know.
There he goes with the freaking Bible bullshit again. This dude is not pushing around Bibles in his spare time. I think we all seen what it is.
Commandments.
The
Is a must.
commandments, like don't cheat on your wife. Don't talk to underage girls when you're a 50-year-old man and you think you're talking to a 17-year-old. Yeah, so I mean, it could go on and on.
You know, I've been trying to do that for quite a while. But I'm not perfect, of course. But I've seen my baby. If I don't, I mean, you know, if something has happened to her, I'll see her in the resurrection. You know,
If something has
Jesus pointed out, you know, this life is nothing. This death is nothing. It's the second death we gotta. That's the one we gotta be leery of. Is the second death, not this one. This life doesn't even matter. But yeah.
Yeah, see, I did not hear that really. And at this time, there's like 100 fucking people messaging me, and I'm taking notes as well. But yeah, I didn't hear that like I'm hearing it now. And it's maybe nothing. I'm not saying it's something, but it's something that's making me now be like, what the fuck, you know? Yeah. And you pair that with him freaking out and threatening people who actually spent the time searching. Now, here's my thing. Hey, Dolly, since you're out there preaching for Dawn now, like an idiot. Fuck. he's saying, you know, he was wrong. Don has videos of him searching for Summer. I'm asking honestly, because I can say how I feel, like how I feel now, but I do know that any of us can say, oh, I would do this if blah, 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 right? But we don't know what we'd actually do till we're put in that situation. But I am pretty sure that I would not think that I should record myself searching for my missing child. Why do I gotta take video evidence of me searching for my kid? For what? Because you plan on showing this to someone and be like, see, look, I searched for her. Except for you forget that damn near the entire time until he got arrested, it was me and Benny 24/7 with this man. Video calling, texting, calling. When was he searching for his daughter? Because I did not witness it. And the one time I even brought it up to him, Don, people are saying, like, there's locals saying they don't see you out there searching for your kid. Like, you're sitting back while other people are searching. What happened within 12 hours? There's a Facebook post of how Don was, you know, searching for Summer because he, you know, talked to another 5-year-old girl walking on the sidewalk, and people freaked out. And Don was all like, no, I was out searching for Summer and I saw a little girl, right? So within like hours of me bringing up to Don, people are wondering why you're not out looking for Summer. Why would he feel? What was that noise again? Are you investigating crimes against beards, Frank? Wait, what? I could not imagine. No, I can't. And how quickly after Summer went missing that they started talking about the resurrection and straight up saying that she died was insanity. Because again, there's a few cases where like their kids are still missing. I was very close to Jacob Wetterling case. I worked with his cousin and was very much, I was actually living in the area. And that was something like 12 years because the dude had a police scanner and he was moving the remains around, right? So ability to write letters to ask for help, but did he? So Don said his mail was being held from him and that he didn't get like his mail till he left, which I thought was weird. I'm pretty sure. Where did he say that on? I don't even remember, but I heard him say that recently, like within the last week or something. Yeah, talking about them. But anyway, what I was saying before is that, you know, there's families that their child is missing for a decade or 2 decades, you know, and they don't give up on finding their kids. In fact, they don't touch that child's room. There's some cases where you go into that child who is still missing and is an adult today if they're found. And if you walk in, you go to that parent's house, they do not move and they don't touch a damn thing, nor do they even wash their dirty clothes. Because, I mean, I don't find it gross, but yeah, they like to have the smell of their missing child, right? So to find out that this family is talking about their daughter being dead already, the resurrection, not only that, we know about all of the kinds of abuses going on, right? Allegedly, I guess we'll say. But and we got them donating Summer stuff and giving Summer stuff around. We found some of Summer's stuff being freaking auctioned off on eBay, if you remember that. So I think that's very weird. Very weird. And again, there's other cases I've personally put my hands in that I've witnessed different. Like, I know of people that have maybe not even full closure to their own personal case or a missing loved one who know like their loved one has been found and they it's like they don't believe it yet. You know what I mean? Like still getting ready for he's gonna come home one day, you know? So yeah, to see the behavior that this family has all displayed, including all of the people around them, it just does not sit well with me. And I've said it a few times that, you know, I experience, I'll use BJ as an example, totally different behavior. And some people will be in my comments like, shut the hell up, cher. BJ was out getting drunk, blah, blah, blah. Okay, if she was, did we see her, honestly, but yes or no? Did we see the same behavior from BJ as we seen of Dawn and Candace? Because I'm going, well, hell no. No, we did not. And we cannot judge and say that someone shouldn't be drinking away their sorrows if they're in the situation they're in. How do we judge that? Because I sure as shit would probably need a drink too. Your anxiety, your nerves. And I'm just being honest because I'm not going to lie to you because while half the people are out there dogging her for that, we're forgetting that Molly Golightly and them actually ordered alcohol to be delivered to them while out there protesting for Quentin. But the people fucked up and they delivered it to BJ. Yeah, they gave her Molly Golightly's vodka and Coke. I have a picture of it. We laughed about it a few times. So while the creators are out there banking, because remember, Bullhorn Betty said it best. I don't have to say a damn word. I can just stand outside this house and make the bucks, right? She said it. She said it standing right outside Billy Joe's thing as she told Billy Joe to come out and sleep with her. Remember that? You remember that? That she would sleep with the enemy to get answers. And then she said, Billy Joe, get out here and sleep with me. Y'all remember that? As Turtle Boy over there is holding up signs saying, be my number 23rd notch and marry me. Calling her an alcoholic and how she's doing this and that. But they're all out there sharing prescription pills, right? Because we heard that white boy radio lockdown gives out Xanax, right? Molly admitted she took one from him. They admitted they gave her one. It is what it is. I'm not judging, but they sure as shit don't have the shoes to be judging people like BJ when that's the shit they're doing. They're literally doing drugs that aren't prescribed to them, not judging, and ordering alcohol while out there protesting. That is crazy. They are a mess, a hot mess, Gypsy Heart. I protested the MGL, Bullhorn Betty, all the hecklers, hypocrites. Exactly. Hi, Brandy. Something ain't right with it. I feel like this is going... something ain't right. I feel like this is going to be another situation like Summer's aunt. Yeah, I hate that too, Unique. But we have to keep the hope that, you know, Don says... Well, let's actually pull that up. Damn, Lycan hacked me again because my shit just went crazy. And he magically disappeared. No. Okay. Let me pull up this. It just gets weirder and weirder with the Wallows. So now they're actually making news reports. DCS kidnapped their kids, right? So he's telling people recently that him and Candace are not allowed to see the boys at all. Zero contact. This is what is giving me hope, and I will tell you why. Some might think this is fucked up, but I'm going to speak from my experience. But first, let me play this for you because it's bullshit. I know y'all seen it, but we're gonna pull it up real quick. Hi. And tomorrow I'm going to do a hot topics on some of the people that are just ridiculous and who, you know, try and superimpose us in pictures in crime scenes. It's ridiculous. But anyways, that's going to get someone in a lot of trouble. All right, here we go. Let me present my screen. Charlie, I'm sorry you cannot go outside. I know you want to.
The parents of the Hawkins County 6-year-old at the center of a 1.5-year-long Amber Alert are criticizing.
Summer Wells' parents criticize DCS, say they haven't been in contact with children. Now, let's get through this, and I'm going to let you guys know my opinion on this and why this gives me hope.
Criticizing the Department of Children's Services for the handling of their case involving their older children. Don and Candace Wells' youngest child.
Now, right after this, I'm stopping and commenting, you guys, fair use, right? But after this, I'm going to pull up something from about a year ago, too. A couple months after the boys were taken, of that area and what's going on with Child Protective Services in that area and how children are sleeping in offices and hotel rooms because they're just so overran.
Summer Wells has been the subject of a statewide Amber Alert since June 15th of 2021. A little over a month after she was reported missing from her home in the Beach Creek community, Summer's 3 older brothers were placed into DCS custody. In a recent blog post on the family's website, findsummerwells.com, the Wells claim they have not been in contact with their children in protective custody. The post in
Aren't they under gag orders? Are they supposed to say they're in protective custody? Protective custody from who? Because if it's not from Dawn and Candace, they should be allowed contact, right? A lot of you know my past, my situation. And I was about 5-6 years old when it really started in the system, like long term for me. I learned a lot. Now, mine was through Canada. This is United States. However, I did do some of my system time in the States as well, right? So it was much the same problems, same issues, of course, right?
Hart says, quote, they tell us we can no longer see or call our boys. Our assigned.
Okay, so this is very telling to me. If Don and Candace were not the issue, they would be allowed contact with those boys. DCS isn't going to kidnap kids. Now, do I believe that there's cases where they have absolutely straight up what I call legally kidnapped, which is a legal way of child trafficking, in my opinion. The Wells boys, if I remember correctly, were all above the age like 8. Weren't they like between 9 and 13? Either way, what I've learned is, 3 siblings, because for me it was just me and my sister, and it was hella hard to keep us together, and she was a baby. Everyone wanted the baby, and yes, unfortunately, I've overheard many times through the system. The problem is because I was older, I had a memory, I was damaged goods, fucked up. I'm going to need therapy, I'm going to need that extra support, and I'm going to be fucked up. There's problems, right, with children who are in the system, especially long term. There's problems. You can read about it, you can Google it. I don't really have to get into that on this show. But what I don't think they're going to do is just take those 3 kids that are all above the age of 5 and then keep them from Dawn and Candace. Everything I've been through, my mom got me back at least 3 times before they finally took away all rights, which was my thing. When I was like 12 years old, I finally said, I'm done with this. I want nothing to do with this. Like, it's really a lot. Now, the fact they haven't even had visitation with the boys has always been a little telling to me. They had a couple calls in the beginning, but now everything's stopped in communication. Why? Because if it's not Dawn and Candace, they aren't going to just end the parental, the child and parental relationship like that. I've never witnessed that. This would be the first time I witnessed that. Okay. And I'd like to say a whole lot more to like prove to you guys, but I can't say much more than that on, you know, other things I've witnessed with other people. But let me tell you, this is very, very, very telling to me. And this gives me hope that, yeah, I think that they are persons of interest, because this wouldn't happen. This doesn't just, they don't just take your kids like that of that age. And there's 3 of them, not 1, not 2, but there's 3. And one thing that I would like to believe is that, you know, it's not in the child's best interest. They're supposed to do what's in the child's best interest. And it's not in their best interest to have their sister go missing, pretty much be blamed for it by their parents on the news, right? We all heard what was being said. Those boys were blamed for it. And yeah, no, this is not happening. In fact, there's never been a plan of replacing those boys with the Wells. Why? In a year and a half, do you think that is? We're about to hear Don say, well, we haven't been charged with anything. Not that they aren't guilty, you know, we didn't do anything. His words are, we weren't charged with anything, which to me, yes, I look at the words people choose to use sometimes because that can be very telling. Not, you know, we had nothing to do with our daughter's disappearance, but he says we have not been charged. But he's missing a very small word, which is a very big word to use, which would be yet. There has not been charges yet. This is an ongoing case, and nobody, including you, Jody Sue, the forever victim, Brown, has been cleared of Summer Wells' disappearance. Everybody is still a suspect, the last I have heard from law enforcement. Has anyone else heard different? I don't fucking think so.
Lawyer does not return calls. The regional DCS person did not respond to our email. Yet there are no charges against.
Interesting wording. There are no charges against us. Nothing. Yet, Donald, yet. There are no charges against you yet. Oh, but I sure hope that this all means there's going to be.
Against us. Nothing. End quote. This comes almost.
Oh, man. Yeah, look at him.
3 months.
That's, no, that's not the same time Candace is out there slinging puppies for money, right? But
after Don Wells was released from jail after pleading guilty to a DUI in October of 2021. The couple says they have kept up to date with recent issues with the department, including a scathing recent audit. We have reached out to DCS for comment. We have not yet heard back. The Amber Alert for Summer Wells remains.
you know why you're not going to hear back? Because there is a gag order. Hello. They aren't going to, you're not going to hear back. Don Wells has probably just gotten shit. From what I have recently learned on gag orders, that is probably enough to get his ass arrested. Just saying. Sorry, I couldn't see chat for a minute. But I mean, yeah, let me pull something up. Anita, there you are. Do you have any, can we share any Cash App or PayPal for you this evening? I'd like to, if you're comfortable with that. I didn't see you reply and I haven't seen anything, but I saw your comments earlier. It's the littlest thing that we can do to try and be helpful. Let me see if I can find, actually, I actually think it would be the same. Hold up, wait a minute. I think it would be the same one, but we got to go back sometime, right? Okay, yeah, that's 2 days ago. We got to go back because if y'all remember, I covered oh god, they just post so many times in a day. This is like ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm only 2 weeks ago. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. What's it called? DCF? So
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees?
9,133. That's how many children are in the Department of Children's Services custody across Tennessee.
Yeah, the state is in desperate need of families, especially with Isaiah 117 houses at maximum capacity. Ansley Daniel found out the state is aware of the problem that was exacerbated through the pandemic.
again, I repeat, I was given back to my mom. So was my sister several times, at least 3 that I can actually like remember. So before it was no contact, and even before no contact, every other week, well, it started with every Saturday and then it went to every other week because of me. I chose that in the end to end all relationship. That was my choice at about 12 years old. But again, I was given back. This here, listening to this makes me believe even more and not believe Don and Candace what they're saying, because this here kind of shows me, and I could be way off here. I'm just going from my personal experience being in the system, okay? Basically growing up in the system. They're going to put those kids back with their parents, even if it's not the best choice, because they don't have what they need to be providing for these kids. I'm just being honest. I should never have been given back to my mom. And one of the times I was given back was because I was ran over by the motorcycle. And my mom threw a big fit and they fucking gave her back us, which was crazy. And yeah, but yeah, you know, anyway, we haven't even seen the Wells do anything that they need to do in order to get those boys back. It's also very telling because Don's been in jail, right? For drinking and driving, right? That was his charges. He was drinking and driving and he was on probation, right? I mean, it's a stupid, he done a stupid thing. That's not, from what I have witnessed in Canada or the US, enough to have kids permanently removed from your custody. It's just not. My mom was hopped up on all kinds of drugs and didn't even know her own name. In fact, she has mine and my sister's birthdays, well, had, because she's now passed, birthdays tattooed on her, and had to fucking ask me when my sister's birthday was. And that was when I was in my 20s and I tried to have contact with her again. And when that happened, I was like, no, bitch is still doing the same shit. She had 2 other kids after me and my sister, had them taken too. So it pissed me off that, wow, like what I went through, everything I went through was not enough for her to learn and to keep other kids. She didn't learn her lesson. So I just felt even, this is why I hate her. Okay. And I don't know if that's ever going to change, but she's passed away now and I still don't forgive her. But that's my problem. But what I'm getting at is this is also very telling because Candace clearly didn't get no rights for the 9 months around that Don was in jail, right? Where was her visitation? No, she was up partying at hotels and, you know, worried about getting fucked by Ernie and Benny, I guess, or whatever she was lying about, being pregnant again, whatever she was doing, right? And now he's out of jail and we see that there's still no steps being taken, but he's going to reach out to the news and bitch about him. Probably the dumbest thing he's done yet. Well, that and threaten people who actually searched for his daughter. Dumbest shit I ever seen. That's borderline dumber than that dude who pushed 3 women down the stairs. You know, the one that Donald Wells studied and wanted to learn more about that case and how he got away with that. Right. Yeah. Michael Peterson, staircase murders. Yeah. That's a case that Don Wells studied behavior. Why? I don't know. Same with the McCann family.
Josh and Sarah, you are absolutely right. At the end of 2021, the 15-county East Tennessee region lost 411 homes that were in good standing. The issue has been so bad that children have had to sleep in the DCS offices overnight on air mattresses. And just like everybody else, the same problems are hitting DCS, just like being short-staffed.
The fact that they have not got those kids back and now all communication is cut, this, folks, should give people hope. This is what I'm saying. This gives me hope that there just hasn't been charges yet. Okay. They don't just end ties with 1, 2, 3 children of the age group, especially that they're in. They don't do that. I've never witnessed that.
And it's also forcing them to sound the alarm for help.
The need for foster homes is critical.
The Department of Children's Services is sounding the alarm in need of homes for children as offices are being turned into bedrooms.
It's not something that we set out to do.
This was recorded 7 months ago, so those boys were in the system at that point for several months already when this was aired in their location, mind you. So this should be pretty telling.
To ever have a kid sleep in the office was not our intent ever, but certainly our problem, and we're working to address it.
The issue, not enough places for kids to go.
We had foster homes that had lost jobs, they lost spouses. COVID impacted families across the board.
Yeah.
So that being said,
and a year and a half ago, COVID was more of a big deal, right? So again, I could be way off, but that's very telling to me that those boys were not replaced, or we've never heard of even a replacement plan. That's never been discussed. And if he's going to use the gag order bullshit of why it's never been discussed, he's already gone and fucked that up royally several times, right? So that's not an excuse to me. He just doesn't. They all just lie too much. Honestly.
I think somewhere we just kind of got lost in conversation.
The temporary oasis offered by Isaiah 117 houses also at max capacity.
It gives them a home. Instead of sitting in a cubicle and sleeping on an air mattress, it gives them a bed, it gives them TV, good food, warm showers, etc.
Along with this, backlogs in the system due to the pandemic.
We're seeing placements denying children because of behaviors. Either the pandemic has brought.
And I'm going to be very honest here. This is, again, from my experience, my opinions, my thoughts only. If the system's going to kidnap children like that, like legally kidnap children, as Don Wells is claiming, I'm sorry to say, but it's more than likely going to be young girls. And that's the truth of it. That's what I've witnessed. That's my opinion. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about because a lot of y'all have been through some of the same journey as I've been, and we know what happens in the system. I don't even have to go there tonight. We know exactly what happens, right? Could be, Kelly. That could be. Now, again, my experience, probably not the same as the boys, but from my experience, it was something that I asked at about 12. If I'm not mistaken, the oldest one is like 14 or something. I'm not sure, but he's older, right? What if he said, I don't want no more? Yeah, you're right. The kids could be talking, or, maybe they said they don't want the contact. Did Don ever think of that? Maybe those boys do not want to go back there. You can say, look at the pictures. It's a loving family. We're such a loving family. I seen abuse in those pictures on that little girl. I seen a little girl. Honestly, how can you not look in her eyes? Let me pull her up. Because this is who it's about after all. Because I remember that look very well. Of who's going to come in this house? Is this going to be the day that someone takes me the fuck out of here? And who's going to be my hero? Like, I see that look in her eyes. I had that look many, many times. So Don can kiss my ass with that lovey-dovey family bullshit, because it sure shit wasn't. Maybe at times, because toxic families do have good times, right? That's true. But that's because we get good at masking shit, right? Fake smiles, you can see it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Does it make it bigger? Oh, shit. I don't know what I just did. This one right here is one of my favorite pictures. And I also really like where she's doing the peace out sign, because it's just so me. There we go. There's a good, happy family. Yeah. Yeah, here we go. Where'd that picture go? Where'd it go? Yeah, happy family. That's a happy family. Well, it's so blurry you can't even see, but now this, never liked that picture. But it is. Very, yes, relevant. I see that too. Lots of other pictures. So we'll do a part 2 tomorrow. I do want to do like a... There was a lot more I wanted to show you. But I didn't sleep very well last night. Neither did Mark. Mark's super sick right now, so he's up coughing most of the night. And Charlie wants to get outside very bad, that he is running around the house in the middle of the night, meowing and jumping up on our bed to get to the window, and then he jumps right down. It's like the cycle he does, and I watch him, and he runs down the stairs, and Courtney tells me he goes in her room, jumps on her head, tries to get through her window, and then jumps down, and he does it in cycles, and he runs back up. Like, he wants outside so damn bad, but he can't go out there. He's gonna get frostbite. So yeah, Lotus, she never had a... Yeah. I don't even want to think, honestly. I don't know. The other pattern was watching everyone to see what was being said about him. Yep. Yeah, you said it, Lotus. I was already thinking that, but let's do an open panel tomorrow, and there's some more stuff I'll pull up. But I'm going to end this one tonight. I appreciate everyone listening. Again, this is my thoughts, my opinions, which of course I base off of my own life experiences, which is why I get into these cases. There's something that draws me to these cases, which is my past experience and what I witnessed. But I can't also put, well, just because I went through it, that means this is what it is in every case, right? But I think you guys have seen by now, I don't have the same thoughts and opinions on every case. So I think that's weird of people to think of me either. Because wouldn't that be weird if I went into every case and I came out with the exact same outlook on things? Like all cases are the same? No fucking way, you know? Rehab would be a really good step, Penny. That would show something, right? But they don't do rehab. They're like against rehab for whatever reason. They do rehab on their own, remember? We've all witnessed it. They rehab on their own. Again, no hate. I'm not going to judge on their whatever they're doing. but their children's gonna judge, because there's gonna be a day sooner than you think, Dawn and Candace, and I've been preaching this to you from day one. They're gonna want to know. Well, actually, you're doing a really shitty job, because I'm going to tell you right now. I have a relationship with my dad and always wanted one with my dad because of what I know. Never wanted it with my mom. And that's why I really dislike Candace, because I see a lot of my mother in her, which is not a good thing, right? So, yeah, I don't trust her. Plus, I know she's a liar. I know what she did. I know about the times that she texted me from Dawn's phone and deleted it before Dawn woke up so that Dawn wouldn't know. Like, all of the shady shit. And let's be honest, and tomorrow we'll get into, it's always been a plan. She's always wanted Dawn to get locked up. She ratted him out for the gun, knowing that would put him in jail, right? They had this code word when Summer disappeared. They all planned it, and I talked about it. Just go back 11 months or further, and go back at the last year and a half, and yeah, and you'll just see the fuckery of it. But I don't think they're going to get those kids back. And those kids are going to look back one day, I'm guessing. Because a lot of us that go in the system look back and we say, why? Why us? What the fuck is wrong with our family? Why us? Why are we not in our beds with our parents tucking us in at night? Why are we not, you know what I mean? Like all of these little thoughts that Dawn and Candace don't even give a shit about, because I'm not seeing them give a shit about. Just like I never saw my mom give a shit about them. Yeah, perhaps the boys are the ones saying they don't want the contact with you, Dawn and Candace, because perhaps they're looking back and saying, what the fuck are you doing, and why aren't you changing, and why have they been put through such hell and you're acting the same? And with that, I'm going to end it. I hope I pissed you the fuck off, Dawn. Bye.